What's up, y'all? Welcome to Nostalgic Sports. Today we're covering that there's been 70 plus UFL players signed to an NFL team, and the number will continue to climb higher. It's safe to say that spring football has been a success, providing athletes an opportunity to continue their football career and giving a lot of players the chance on an NFL team. That's really good for the sport of football, and one of the big reasons why the UFL needs to continue. Out of the athletes involved in the 2024 UFL season, over 19% of the league has been signed to an NFL roster. That's also a testament to the caliber of talent in the UFL. Out of the 70 plus signings right now, the Michigan Panthers are leading the pack with the most NFL signings with 16 players. And that's awesome for the runner ups of the USFL conference. I think the best signing from the Michigan Panthers were the Detroit Lions selecting kicker Jake Bates, who is a sensation last season, and he'll be getting to stay in Detroit at Ford Field, where he's consistently hit 50 plus yard field goals and broken multiple records. And the Michigan Panthers quarterback E.J. Perry getting signed to the Jacksonville Jaguars, joining a QB room with Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones, and that should help him develop under them to be a good backup. And then next, no surprise, the Birmingham Stallions were next at the top of the players signed in the NFL with 15 players. Birmingham saw two of their three quarterbacks get signed, with the UFL MVP Adrian Martinez signing with the New York Jets and Matt Corral signing with the Minnesota Vikings. They've got to play a little in the preseason and are doing good so far, so maybe there will be backup roles for them in the future, but they both joined loaded QB rooms. The San Antonio Brahmas were next for the most NFL signings with 10 players. Then the Battlehawks, Defenders, and Renegades were all tied with 7 players that were signed on an NFL roster. And for those three out of the St. Louis Battlehawks, I like the signings of wide receiver Hakeem Butler to the Bengals. I think he will end up being a good addition to their wide receiver core and give Joe Burrow another good weapon to throw to. And then for the Renegades, quarterback Luis Perez signing with the Chargers was a good pickup by San Diego. He's been a part of so many successful offenses, and I see him being a good backup quarterback in the Jim Harbaugh offense. There were rumors of Perez retiring after the season, but I'm glad he didn't, as he's now in the NFL. And then at the lower end of the league, the Memphis Showboats have had 5 signings so far, and the Houston Roughnecks, with the fewest signings, have had 3 players. The amount of players per team have roughly equated to the records of each team with a few exceptions, which is interesting. And then, out of the NFL teams that have been doing the signings, the New York Jets are leading the NFL with 7 UFL players signed to their roster. And that shows how much the Jets and the NFL have been scouting the UFL for talent. And following them, the Atlanta Falcons and Dallas Cowboys have signed the second most UFL players, having signed 5 players for each team. So the UFL presents another option to NFL teams when finding players, other than signing players straight out of college or picking them up in free agency or on the trade block in the NFL. And of course, just because these players have been signed doesn't mean they will make the 53-man roster for the whole season. That is the NFL limit per year. But for now, they are on the team with a chance to compete. Hopefully, majority of them it will work out and they will get a chance to seize that opportunity. But if not, and they're released, I hope they will come back for the 2025 UFL season, and hopefully some that make the rosters will even decide to come back, or if they aren't getting the playing time that they want, hopefully they will as well. One thing I've really wondered since the signings is what are the Birmingham Stallions going to do at quarterback, since they are potentially losing Adrian Martinez and Matt Corral to the NFL, leaving only Jamar Smith in their quarterback room. Which Smith is a capable quarterback, but the Stallions fans are definitely hoping Martinez or Corral comes back. But if not, their draft pick of Sam Hartman at quarterback could definitely come in handy. Either way, I think Birmingham will be fine at quarterback. but it'll be interesting to see who comes back to the Stallions quarterback room for the 2025 UFL season. Overall, it's really great that there's 70 plus players that are getting opportunity to continue playing, and I'm really happy for them. Without the UFL, that's 70 plus signings that probably wouldn't have happened. Really, a lot of great opportunities for players. So far, with the coaches, we haven't seen anyone move up. It wouldn't surprise me if a college or NFL team offered Stallions coach Skip Holtz a job in the near future. But we did have the Memphis Showboats coach John DeFilippo resign, so they will be looking for a replacement this offseason. The UFL will have to do a lot of recruiting and talent searches after losing potentially 70 plus of their best players to the NFL. It will be interesting to see. Also, I'm looking forward to watching UFL players in the NFL during the offseason. I'll be watching really closely on Martinez, Corral, and Perez and how they do, and I'm excited to see how that all plays out. What are y'all's favorite signings from the UFL to the NFL? Who stood out to you? And what are y'all's predictions on the UFL players signed that will have the most success after signing to the NFL? The number of signings will rise, so I'll be on the lookout for that, and also on the lookout for what players get released and cover that. If y'all have any video suggestions, let me know below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more UFL and other sports content coming soon.